Welcome back to the channel. This is JoeTaxTrader, and today's video we'll be talking about how to properly copy trade in 2026. Now, today's video I'll tell you when it's appropriate to copy trade, when it's not appropriate, and if I need to go into a deeper detailed video on how exactly to connect accounts, more specifically Top Step X as your lead account and everything, I will do that if I need to. So let's start off with if it even makes sense for you to start copy trading yet. So to see if you even qualify for it, I would look for consistency, make sure that you have enough money, and make sure that you are familiar with whatever trading rules that whatever firms you decide to deal with, that you understand those rules from the top to the bottom. Now, I will start with the consistency. You want to make sure that you're pulling in at least 1 to 2 consistent payouts every single month. I would say at least 2 months of it, you can start scaling to 2, 3 accounts at a time. And then on payout 3, 4, then you can start going to, 5 to 7 at a time. And once you have about 2 to 3 months of consistent payouts, at that point, you should have more than enough money to go ahead and try for the 20 accounts, 30 accounts. And that's when the money gets crazy, and it all comes from consistency. So don't chase the money, chase the consistency. Next thing is the bankroll. Now, you want to make sure that from all these payouts, you have enough money to sustain blowing 5, 10 accounts at a time and then going back in and executing on your edge. I have a couple clients who spent over 100,000 in eval costs from January to April, and both of those clients are well over the 500,000 mark when it comes to what they're on pace to hit at the end of the year. So it's definitely possible. It is an ROI gain, but that is also only one way to go about it. There is another way you can go about it, and I like to call it the slow burn method. Keep your costs super low and super tight. So when you do finally get a payout, you don't need a huge payout, and you can really run away on the profitability side of things. So, and the last thing I want to touch on is the familiarity with the rules. So, I like to keep all my rules the exact same. If they're not the exact same, it's super, super close. So, no matter what firm I'm trading with, I don't have to worry about whatever rules being breached. I don't have to worry about, I can trade the news during with these 5 accounts, but with these 5 accounts, I can't. I don't have a consistency rule, a 20% consistency rule in this one, 50% in this one, no consistency in these sets. So I like to keep all my accounts the same. I do 50% consistency in funded, no consistency in 50% in eval, no consistency in the funded. So keep it like that, and that will get you to the results that you're looking for. Now, when we talk about softwares, I use Tradesyncer. I like Tradesyncer. Full disclosure, I am affiliated with Tradesyncer now as of literally a couple days ago, but I have been using Tradesyncer for over a year at this point. And as you can see on my screen that, I have right now I'm copying across 4 different firms. I have 12 accounts right here, and then I have 2 more accounts that I trade that are not synced on Tradesyncer. So this is, like I said, I can do an in-depth detailed video on how to connect these accounts, but basically you would just go here, add a connection, you would type in the name of it, whatever platform, and then enter your credentials. And then from there, you will be able to copy trade. You can do up to 20 accounts per connection with the subscription that I have. And then there's even a higher subscription where you could do an unlimited amount of accounts, unlimited amount of connections. Well, 150 accounts per connection, but unlimited connections. So you can really push it to the limits. And the main things I like about this is this part right here where you can manage your daily loss limit per account. So this is real good for passing evals and trading fundeds at the same time. Some have consistency, some don't. So I can just set all my profit targets at 1500. That way I won't go over the 50% consistency rule. And if I have a crash out, I'm automatically stopped out at the 400 mark. I like to risk 200, 250 a day. And this will keep me in the game. My is sharp enough to where as long as I'm not trying to dig myself out of deep holes that I've created for myself, I will be able to have a nice profitable equity curve. So, like I said, this is my favorite feature of the system. My second favorite is the journaling, and that's the screen you saw in the beginning. But these aren't my stats, but this is what it would look like. And when you link it up, you will have, your winning days, losing days, and then you can click on it and then journal from there. So that is, those are the two main things that I do like about it. So the last thing I want to touch on is the strict risk parameters. You don't want to try to swing for the fences when you're trading 20 and 30 accounts at a time, because you could really get yourself in a deep hole, and that could have a negative effect on your whole entire trading. So you want to be able to go for base hits, go for build buffers. Don't aim for the home runs in the beginning, because if you slip into a tilt or you blow more accounts than you planned on or budgeted for, you could really slow yourself down, and that's really unnecessary. So that's another reason why you want to be vetted. You want to get enough experience before you start copy trading in the first place, to learn how you deal with losing streaks, how you deal with tilts, how long it takes for you to usually recover mentally, so you could just get right back into the game whenever you do have some sort of slip up. So that page I showed you with the risk management, that's one thing that's going to keep you in the game. This page here shows you all the accounts. This is where you'll see all the floating P&Ls, and you can manually click over here and see, toggle these buttons on and off if you wanted to only trade 5 accounts at a time. So that is, make sure you utilize all those tools. Make sure you really lean into the good education that they have on this platform. And I'll continue to make these videos. I'm here to help. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at JoeTaxTrader, TikTok, same thing at JoeTaxTrader. And let me know what type of videos you want to see from here. I have a free Discord. You should know that by now. And you can ask me whatever tax related questions, trading questions. And overall, I'm just here to help. So trade smart, trade safe, and always trade for tomorrow.